Before we get started, we're going to make a giant black cockatoo. If anyone's got a black umbrella or a red umbrella, make your way into the squares in the middle and you'll be directed where to stand. Someone is going to take a picture from the top. We have some spares here. If you haven't brought one, just grab one out of the bucket. A red one. Oh, please return the umbrellas afterwards. If everyone else can just stand on the edges if you haven't got an umbrella. If you're wearing black, that's okay, just crowd in under a black umbrella. We've got 13 rallies happening around the country. There's a rally down in Margaret River. There's going to be a rally down in Albany. They're making a black cockatoo like you today. And this is the karak. The karak, the red-tailed black cockatoo. A species threatened with extinction. So we call it an umbrella species, not because we hold up umbrellas, but because if we're protecting the black cockatoos, we're protecting all the species in this global biodiversity hotspot in the southwest of WA, the most biodiverse place in the whole of Australia. And we're trying to save the most biodiverse temperate forest in the world, the Jarrah forest. If you're holding a red umbrella, you're part of the tail. So if you're on the wing, you're probably in the wrong spot. You want to make your way to the tail at the back end there. If you're holding a black umbrella, you can be part of the wing, or you can be part of the head, or the edge of the tail. So if you're holding a red umbrella, I'll say that one more time, and you're not back. If you're holding a red umbrella, please make your way to the tail. Thank you. There's one more. I can see two more. I don't like to be pernickety, but it's going to look great for the photo. So if you are holding a red umbrella, please make your way to the tail. Umbrella species, they're an indicator species, and we know that their numbers have been falling drastically. Two of the black cockatoo species are endangered and the red tail is threatened. All of them could be extinct within a matter of decades if people don't stand up, people don't take to the streets. So that's what we're doing today. We're taking to the streets to protect the black cockatoos, to protect their forest home, to protect our water supply, to protect our climate, to protect Noongar culture. I'm just going to ask Donna now, because I can't tell from here, is the black cockatoo ready? No. All right. That's okay. Today is also Poets' Day, and we're going to, as yesterday was International Day for the Forest, and I actually learned a poem by heart today, and it's written by a very dear Noongar elder who passed away recently, whose brother should be here today. His brother is Uncle Ben Taylor. So this is from Alf, and it's very simple, and it goes like this. Look at the elders who talk with their hands. They stand like the trees in this beautiful land. That's it. So the black cockatoos are also considered caretaker birds in Noongar culture. They take the grubs from the trees, they spread the seeds, and caring for country, that legacy, that Noongar legacy, is something we need to emulate now. We don't need the bulldozers, we don't need the gallium, we don't need the aluminium. What we need is our forests. We've got the umbrella species, we've got the indicator species, and this species is also a sacred totem to many Noongar people. When a species goes extinct, that experience goes extinct for future generations. And that's very sad, and Australia is the 4th highest extinction rate in the world. And Australia is one of 24 fronts responsible for 2/3 of the world's deforestation. Do you want to say something?
Well, I'll stand where
Okay, Donna is going to stand where the head should be, and if you think you're part of the head, follow Donna.
So that's the tail.
The tail is down near the poles.
There's a
The head is near the Myers sign. So can the cockatoo turn around, please? Yeah. There is a string line, so stand inside the string line if you see it. So if you're part of the tail, move round to the tall poles, and if you're part of the head, move towards the Myers sign. Can the red people please stand near the poles at the back? And can the black umbrella people please be part of the wings or part of the head towards the Myers? So the reds all need to be near that huge, beautiful sign that says "Save our water and forests." So just on that water issue, we know that the WA Water Corp said if bauxite mining continues, a contamination event is a certainty. Do we really want to give up our water? They've said that it will cost billions of dollars and that it will be intergenerational. Do we want to pass on poison water to our children? Do we want to spend billions and billions of dollars on Alcoa's cleanup? No, we don't. They talk about critical minerals. I think water is the most critical mineral we have. And it comes from our forests. Without the forest, we have no water. So we know that Alcoa have said they will give $100 million for bottled water, $100 million if there is a contamination event. Do you know how much a bottle of water costs? Let's just say one bottle of water costs $1, one little bottle. Let's just say the average person uses 20 litres a day. That water isn't going to last the Perth community a week. And they have no way of distributing that water. And we've got a week of that and generations and generations of poison water. Is that good enough? So the government say that Alcoa have been unlawfully clearing the forest for 15 years. Should they have gone to court? Did they go to court? No, they got a slap on the wrist and they were told there's a national exemption for you. Keep going, guys, keep going. Keep going, because We need the gallium for missiles for Donald Trump's wars. For unlawful wars killing thousands of people. They want to kill our forests, kill our water, kill our climate, kill Noongar culture, so they can wage illegal wars, killing thousands of people, including children. The world is upside down. The world is completely upside down. I'm just going to ask Donna now, is the cockatoo ready? We don't know. I think this is about as ready as it's ever. It's not. Is it ready? It's something. Someone's doing sign language. Yes. You need to bunch together more. Bunch, bunch, bunch. Getting close. Huddle, huddle. That's how I read the sign language anyway. I hope that's right. Okay. I think this is as ready as it's gonna get. 10, 9, 8. If you've got an umbrella, put it up. Get into the right place. You've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Woo! Okay, I want everyone to come into the middle now. Everyone come in. Show Perth, show the world, show Australia, show the world that we need to protect our forests, because we have to make like black cockatoos. We have to make a lot of noise. We have to flock together, and that's the only way we're going to save these forests. they're so closely connected. We are on Noongar Budja today, and I'd like you to welcome Daniel Garlett, who is going to give us our official welcome today, and whose totem is the red-tailed black cockatoo, which you have just made. Please make him feel welcome.
Karajin dwang piao put nija Madang mut nija put nija Jepin kut nunga bulu Karajin bulu nunga wajah Karajin monija tulga budia waga wirin jebin kunija budia ke wajah We're in mardang wajala nunga wajak wirin kot wajak bornu nunga wanja yoga baman kulinga. Thank you. Just for a translation, just speaking about my love for country and my love for you guys for showing up all the time, that together in unity we grow each year, like nunga nyang mor jurpan court, madang wiran wajak wajak, noyanok, karakan, younger, wage, diljit, bilia, the waka wiran court, jurpan court nija, donkas meow court, wiran, wajala nunga, that we stand united for a common purpose of caring for country. So basically that's the translation. Whilst the continuous attack on our environment, it's not just on our environment, it's also on our spirit, our wiran, and our heart, our eyes, our ears, our moya. It hurts every part of us. And then that passes on to our mothers who are carrying the babies when you harm the land and you harm the environment and all of those species. So I'm singing to the turtles, the fish in the water, the noyanauks, the karakans, the emus, the kangaroos. And this place where we meet is the largest city anywhere in the world that had over almost 90% water. So when I'm singing that and giving my love and respect to Nyunga Murjirpan Korpura, saying that my family and I looked at this place for a place for our marang, for our food. So our shopping centres are the very things on the shelves that people are going mad about at the moment, but our food source and shopping is the things that I was singing about. And when they're endangered, we're endangered, you're endangered, we're all endangered. And we need to do something about that and fight more for country with our... Thank you. When we stand united as one with like-minded people with a clear vision of protection, environmental protection, we use our brains, we use our heart, and we use our spirit to gather support from each other for a common goal and a purpose that is justified by just seeing how much wonderful people here. So I'll give you a big clap. Thank you so kindly for coming out. I'd also like to just thank Paddy, who's organised this, a dear friend of mine. We've been on this campaign for a very long time, not just us, a lot of other people, and we'd like to, share that and to give each other a pat on the back, all of us, even those who come for the first time now, and all of our comrades in the environmental protection. Thank you very much.
I've got a quick announcement to make, and thank you, Daniel, for that beautiful welcome. That was really beautiful, very, very moving. Now, this is you. This isn't me organising it. This is you organising it. So I want to give a shout out to some of the different groups, and I know I'm going to miss some out. But are the Nanas for Native Forests here? Are the Conservation Council of WA here? Are the Wilderness Society here? Are the Jarrahdale Forest Protectors here? Are the Bibbulnama Aboriginal Corporation here? Look, there's hundreds and hundreds of people out there. We've done surveys in both wealthy suburbs and not so wealthy suburbs, and we found 85% of people want to protect forests and want to protect black cockatoos. We have to lead where the government is failing. I've got the next speaker now is Catherine Nees from the Conservation Council of WA. Please give her a big welcome.
Can I take this out? I'll leave it in there. Whoa, okay. Nala Kadit, Nunga Moat, Kain Kadit, Nija Buja. Hey everyone, it is pretty powerful to see you all here today. Patty's already let you know who I am. I'm Catherine. I'm from the southwest, but I've spent most of my life here in Perth. I call from here to Albany home. And that is one of the many reasons that I'm here today, because I want to see the world's only jarrah forests protected. Going to Nanga Bush Camp at the end of primary school was a pretty big milestone to be in the forests. I've walked the Bibbulmun track alone for quiet and for fun and for reflection. Camping these forests with my friends has been part of my life. And that's what these forests meant to me before I started campaigning with Conservation Council of WA. As a campaigner, you hear a lot of different perspectives, a lot of evidence, case studies and stories about the campaigns that you're working on. And I'll just give you a couple of examples. You read studies that depict the southwest forests and woodlands in 1829, and you see studies of mapping that show you what little remains today. You hear from scientists that tell you that rainfall in the southwest has declined 20% since the 1970s, placing these forests at real risk of climate collapse. Conservationists explain about the Jarrah bioregion and the extraordinary life that exists here, found nowhere else in the world. Local communities walk you through these forests and show you endangered species like the Quindenning spider orchid, found again nowhere else, but yet bauxite mining is happening just 2,000 metres away, 2 kilometres away. You also read the facts that Alcoa has already cleared 28,000 hectares of forest, largely out of the public view and behind closed doors. And you read the facts that not 1 hectare has been rehabilitated successfully. And as a campaigner, you know that the greatest loss of biodiversity in Australia is happening in Western Australia, in our southwest. With bauxite mining the leading cause of deforestation. WA's nature is under pressure, with species, ecological communities and places like the Northern Jarrah Forest being pushed to the brink. We have already lost so much, but there's still so much worth protecting and restoring. Big decisions are coming for Alcoa and our forests. Really, they're already here. Alcoa is proposing to clear over 11,000 hectares of these forests. That's what 29,000 Katakumba Kings Parks in size. This is the largest amount of forest clearing ever put before WA's Environmental Protection Authority and the WA government. Now, the WA government can say no to these plans. But decisions like this don't seem to happen easily in WA. They don't just happen off the back of big public rallies like this and the big Jarrah rally that happened at the end of last year. They don't just happen off the back of record-breaking submissions into the EPA. And they don't just happen by more and more people going out to these forests and seeing this devastation with your own eyes. What it takes is sustained public pressure and political advocacy. That's my theory of change. We have done this before. Community campaigning ended native logging in WA. And looking around today, it is abundantly clear that we, the WA public, want to end forest mining and protect the world's only Jarrah forests. But I'll put it to you, who here has been able to have a conversation with their local MP about these forests and Alcoa's expansion plans? Politicians need to hear from us. That's why Conservation Council WA and friends like the WA Forest Alliance and the Wilderness Society are running Back from the Brink 101, part of a WA Environment Movement workshop and training series. It's an introduction to making our voices heard for nature, with skills and information sharing, hands-on advocacy, because if we don't speak up for forests, who will? So I'm going to encourage you all to sign up or have a chat with me or get in contact with Conservation Council WA. And together let's do everything we can to be a voice for nature and bring nature back from the brink.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much, Catherine. One big shout out I forgot to do was the WA Forest Alliance. Please give them a big shout out. One of the forgotten heroes who did most of the socials to end logging and who's now working really, really hard to get people to this rally and to save the black cockatoos and to end forest mining is Donna Chapman. I just want to, Donna, if you're there, come out and just please give Donna, there's so many people. There's so many people behind the scenes that don't get a clap and just doing the most incredible work. And thank you so much, Donna. And she organised the Black Cockatoo today as well, so how's that? Now we know the situation is political. We know our ex-premier, Mark McGowan, who stopped logging, is now working for a lobby company that is calling for Alcoa to expand. And we know that the two major parties are hand in glove with these big corporations that are destroying our forests and destroying our climate. Now, luckily, we have some incredible politicians that are holding back the tsunami of damage that's being done to WA. And I want you to welcome now a champion of the forest, a Greens politician who led the WA Forest Alliance when we ended logging, who's now Continuing the fight in Parliament, please welcome Jess Beckling.
Phenomenal. Look around you. I think we have at least 2,500 people, if not 3,000 people standing here. The rallies for forests just keep getting bigger and bigger, and how fantastic that today we have such a brilliant turnout. I want to acknowledge the work that Paddy Cullen has done in organising this rally. Thank you, Paddy. Standing there with his black cockatoo wings, speaking for the cockatoos. And also the Bob Brown Foundation. This is an issue that is obviously all around the nation. It's to our great shame that in spite of everything that we've already lost, here in WA, 90% of the original vegetation, the original forests and woodlands in this biodiversity hotspot have been logged or cleared. And still, we're seeing thousands and thousands of hectares of forest and woodland around this continent being cleared. It's to our great shame. And I want to acknowledge that the last time many of us were standing here was on Invasion Day, the day that there was an attempted bombing here in Boorloo in Forest Place. And I want to acknowledge the courage and the determination of everybody turning out again. And I want to acknowledge the courage and the determination of the Whadjuk Noongar people, the First Nations people here in this country. More important that we're standing in solidarity with First Nations people here on Boorloo, here around Noongar, here around this continent. And that's as true for social justice issues as it is for protecting country. And here in WA, we know that all around the continent today, there are people standing up for the forest. And I want to give a really big shout out to the people down in Woodajub, in Margaret River today, also in Mount Barker and Albany. By the time we're all put together, we're going to be in our thousands for forests here in WA. And as we know, in WA, the primary cause, as Catherine so beautifully and eloquently said, of deforestation is bauxite mining by Alcoa and South 32. And as we know, Alcoa is the primary culprit, the clearing the biggest number of hectares every single year. In fact, we're losing 1,000 hectares of our precious remaining northern jarrah forests just to bauxite mining here every single year. Now, to put that into context, that's about 15 times the size of Forest Place where we're standing every single day. That's how much forest we're losing because of Alcoa and South 32. And the absolute shock, the horror, I think, that we need to hold as completely unacceptable every single day is that we cannot even rely on our state and federal governments to impose their own laws. We're talking about a company that has recently been exposed for clearing illegally since 2011. That's 15 years of illegal clearing under federal nature laws. We're talking about a company that recently piped PFAS, the forever chemical, over a drinking water dam without approval. We're talking about a company that had to have its ads pulled because they were lying about rehabilitation. We're talking about a company who wants to expand to 2045 and release a further 18 coal-fired power stations worth of greenhouse gas emissions over the next 20 years. And we're talking about a company who is pushing our black cockatoos to the absolute brink of extinction. They're drying up our rivers. They are sucking our forests and rivers dry. So what are our state and federal governments doing about that? What is Roger Cook doing about that? What is Anthony Albanese doing about that? Well, I'll tell you what they're doing. They're giving them free passes from our nature laws. At a state level, finally, we got them before the EPA. Incredible amount of effort to get them before the EPA. Thank you. And WA Forest Alliance. And so what did Roger Cook do? He gave them a special exemption. He said to them, keep clearing while the EPA conducts its assessment. But you know what else he did? He set some very very clear conditions about what would actually stop them from clearing if they were to breach those conditions. And so I've been out in the forest with some very good friends, and we've been finding those breaches, and we've been bringing them to the department. And I'm very, very confident that in the next few days or weeks we're going to hear that at least one of those breaches has been concluded in the positive. It has been confirmed. And on that day, Alcoa's clearing must stop. So when you hear in the media that the breach has been confirmed, and when you hear the very next day, or perhaps that same day, that our Premier has written up a new exemption order for Alcoa, be very angry. Because what we're seeing is an absolute disgrace. We're seeing over and over again our federal and our state Labor governments willing to give free passes to this outrageous American mining company. And we cannot rely. Left to their own devices, the Labor governments will not stop Alcoa. But let's remember how formidable we are together. Let's remember what Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. Well, it seemed impossible that we would end native forest logging. It seemed impossible that we would get land rights in this country for First Nations people. It seemed impossible that women would get suffrage. It seemed impossible we'd get the 8-hour working day. Well, right now it might seem impossible that we're going to stop Alcoa, but I tell you we are. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that the next thing that we will do for the environment here in WA, and the list is long, we have to stop so many tragic projects in this state. We also have to stop browse and protect Scott Reef. We also have to stop the extraordinarily outrageous proposal to frack the Kimberley. What ridiculous things we have to deal with here in WA. But I remain enormously confident that we will stop Alcoa and we will end forest mining. And that day when we achieve that, we will be standing there together knowing that it's because of the decades of work that's gone into this campaign, that it's the decades of solidarity with First Nations people who fought so hard for forests in the last 200 years, for the whole way through colonisation. And we will know that it's the new people who join in this campaign every single day who are tipping it over into success. So thank you for being here. Keep coming. We are going to end native forest mining.
Thank you, Jess Bickling. That's amazing. It's wonderful to have you in Parliament. From strength to strength. We have the people behind us, and the politicians need to get with the program. Our last speaker is Ricky England. He's just walked 120 kilometres through the forest. He's been a stalwart for the forest, an amazing advocate. At the last rally, he helped bring 2,000 people together. I think we've got even more today. Please welcome Ricky England.
These rallies keep getting bigger. And that tells you something really important. It tells you that you're powerful, that you're sharing a message. Now, everyone here knows what's at stake. We know what's at stake if we don't act. I don't know about you, but when I found out in detail what is happening in the northern Jarrah Forest, I couldn't look away. And so at that point I decided I was going to walk 250 kilometres all the way to Perth. And I wanted to bear witness and have a look at the bush to see what was at stake. And let me tell you, it's beautiful. It's incredible. It's magical, and I think everyone in Western Australia knows. They have a connection to the Northern Jarrah Forest. They have a memory. They have a sense of love for the bush. And this unites Western Australians. We are all together on this incredible love of our forest and our environment. Everyone everyone I talk to, if they work in the mining industry or they work in an office in Perth, will tell me that their favourite experiences, their magical family moments, they're all in the bush. And this unites us all together. So it's not a tough story to tell about the why, about why we're here. It's not tough to know what's at stake when you turn on your tap and water flows and you can have a cup of water. You know what's at stake. You know what's at stake when the beautiful karak fly overhead. When your family holiday is cancelled because the Bibbulmun track is 250 kilometres of it becomes an industrial complex. We know what's at stake. And I'm here with a message for you today, a very simple message. That this campaign is incredibly winnable. Now, it's winnable in the most simple of ways, the very simplest ways. Now, on my way up to Perth, fuel was getting expensive, so I walked 135 kilometres of my way from my home to get here. And let me tell you, I saved a lot of money. But the message that I took along the way was conversations. I had conversations with people on the track. I walked up the Cape to Cape Trail and I had conversations with people about the bush. I had conversations with people who I met on the track. And everyone who hears about this issue wants to know more. And so my message is so simple for every single one of us here, and there is a lot of us here, is keep having those conversations, keep talking. Your message is powerful, whether you're on the train, don't look at your phone, have a chat. Are you in the dog park? Are you walking on the Bibbulmun track? Are you having a family dinner? Are you rocking up to your council meeting? Where are you going? There is humans all around. Now Perth, we're a little bit of a small country town, and there's only 2 degrees of separation. So I guarantee if all of us left here and had conversations with 10 people in the next week about what's at stake, about what's important, if you tell a story from the heart about your connection to this beautiful budja that we all love and connect to, that will change the course of history. Let's be on the right side of history. Let's be on the right side of history and do something important. Now, when you turn on your social media feeds, it's overwhelming. What do we do for climate change? What do we do? There's so many issues. This one is close to home. This one is so close to home. It's only an hour's drive away. And I've been going out and bearing witness, watching and looking, because I can't look away, and I hope that you won't either. I hope you keep having important conversations. Let's win this together. Let's win this with our whole community as one. Let's stand up and say and talk about what's right. Give yourselves a beautiful scream for the Northern Jarrah Forest. Let's do this.
Forest mining, and 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 forest if you want to march. There's police in the front, there'll be police at the back, and there's going to be marshals in green fluoro vests at each corner. We're going to turn right into Murray, left into Williams, left into Hay, left into Barrack, left into Murray. Seem to be a lot of lefties here. And then right back into here again, one more time. Let's show Perth, let's show Australia, let's show the world that we want to protect our forests.